All right, today we're diving into how AI is pretty much becoming the invisible engine that powers our entire world of physical stuff. I mean, from the moment something is made to the second it lands on your doorstep, AI isn't just a cool feature anymore. It's the operational backbone of the whole system. So yeah, let's get into it.
And just so you know where all this information is coming from, this is an explainer based on Chapter 5 of a big report. It's called AI Industry Predictions for 2026, Strategic Insights for Leadership, Investors, and IT Management, and it's by Virtualization Options LLC. We're going to be zeroing in on what it says about manufacturing, retail, and logistics.
You know the feeling, right? You click buy now on something you want and poof, like magic, a box shows up at your door. But here's the thing, it's not magic, not even close. It's this huge, complex, and seriously smart system working away behind the scenes. And that's exactly the system we're going to unpack. So the best way to think about this is to stop seeing AI as just another tool. Instead, picture it as the central nervous system that connects everything: manufacturing, retail, logistics, the whole shebang. It is that operational backbone, and it's the reason we can get things so fast and easy that we barely even think about it anymore. Okay, so let's pull back the curtain and see how this all works, starting right at the beginning with the supply chain. You see, long before a product ever shows up on a website for you to even think about buying it, AI has already been working like crazy, optimizing every single step of that product's journey. Now, the bedrock of this entire system is something called predictive demand forecasting. And really, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's basically AI's crystal ball. It digs through just mountains of data to predict what we're all going to want to buy. And get this, it often figures it out before we even know it ourselves. And when I say mountains of data, I'm not kidding. What are we talking about here? Well, it's everything. Yeah, historical sales data, sure, but it's also looking at seasonal patterns, economic indicators, even what people are saying on social media, the general vibe. AI pulls all of this together to build this shockingly accurate picture of what's coming next. Okay, so here's where it gets really cool. This is where those predictions turn into actual physical action. It's called autonomous inventory management. So based on what the AI predicted, these robots are already buzzing around, moving products, making sure stock levels are perfect, and getting the right stuff to the right warehouse, all ready to ship. This is what cuts down on waste and gets rid of those out-of-stock notifications we all hate. And this brings us to the final and honestly the trickiest piece of the puzzle, that last-mile delivery. Getting that package from the local hub to your actual front door. This is usually the most expensive and complicated part of the whole trip. But AI isn't just in the warehouse. It's optimizing the entire route, coordinating everything from truck schedules to autonomous drones and vehicles, making that last step faster and way more efficient than a human ever could. Okay, so we've seen all this incredible back-end efficiency, but what does that actually mean for you, the person doing the shopping? Well, all that invisible work is exactly what powers the super personalized, super smooth experience you get on the front end. That invisible logistics network is directly shaping the very visible world of how you shop, both online and, believe it or not, in physical stores too. Think of it like a constant conversation. The AI is always learning, right? It looks at what you've browsed, what you've bought, and uses that to run those recommendation engines, the ones that show you stuff you'll probably love. But it goes even deeper. It's also behind dynamic pricing, which means the cost of an item can change in real time based on demand, what competitors are doing, or even your own shopping habits. I mean, when you put it side by side with old school retail, the difference is it's night and day. We've gone from this static, one price for everyone model to a world that's totally adaptive, completely personalized, and is constantly changing based on the market and based on you. And like I said, this isn't just an online thing. AI is totally reshaping physical stores. You see tech like these virtual try-on mirrors, and it's literally blurring the lines between the digital world and the real world. It creates these interactive, personal experiences that honestly felt like something out of a sci-fi movie just a handful of years back. So here's the bottom line, the really crucial takeaway. For businesses, putting AI into their operations isn't about getting a little leg up on the competition anymore. It's not a nice to have. By 2026, it's going to be about straight-up survival. The gap between the companies that get this and the ones that don't is just getting wider and wider, incredibly fast. And the report puts it perfectly. The companies that really win here won't just be a little more efficient. No way. They're going to use AI to create brand new business models. And they're going to build what the report calls anti-fragile supply chains. Now, what does that mean? It means a system that doesn't just survive a big disruption like a pandemic or a massive storm, it actually learns from it and gets stronger because of it. It's a total game changer.
So, if you're a leader, an investor, or in IT management, the message from this report is crystal clear. You've got to think way beyond just cutting costs. You have to build that resilience, that anti-fragility. And this is huge. As you're using all this data to power everything, you absolutely have to make data security, governance, and ethics a top priority. Without that, you lose customer trust and the whole thing falls apart.
And that kind of leaves us with one last big question to chew on, right? We've seen how AI is building this world of incredible convenience, of amazing personalization, a shopping experience that almost feels like it can read our minds. But as we get closer to that perfect experience, we have to ask ourselves, what are we willing to trade for all that convenience?